We are 593 here. With our robot, we've had an issue with its hanging issue being that it tips because it's center of mass.
The center of mass is a point on the robot. This point is where an object pivots around. You want to find this point so that you can use it to balance your robot so it doesn't tip over while moving or while trying to hang. To balance this, you add weight to parts of your robot to shift it. You want the center of mass to be closer to the ground while driving so it won't tip over, and also closer to your hanging mechanism. That way it'll stay upright when you're lifting off the ground. This center of mass isn't just used in robotics. It's also used in a wide variety of fields. One thing key to this season is it's really helpful in aeronautics, where you want your submersible or boat to stay upright and to not start tipping while you're moving. Several different items. First, you'll need a scale. You'll need a tape measure to measure the dimensions of your robot. And then finally, you'll need two specifically designed blocks. These blocks, when laid flat, need to be the same height as your scale and need to be 5 inches, and then need to have a curved part on the top that needs to be 5 inches above the scale.
Quick side note, the purpose of the curved part is for the wheel, so that way when it's set on top, it sets in there. On to measuring. With measuring, you need to measure from the edge of one wheel to the opposite end wheel edge there, as well as the wheel axle from one to the wheel axle to another, as well as the wheel diameter. On to actual weighing.
Yeah. The next thing you'll need is to weigh the total mass of your robot by placing it all on the scale. Once you have this, once you have your total weight, you'll need to measure just the front axle. To do this, you put the front axle on the scale and then use your blocks mentioned earlier to put your back wheels on. Once you have this weight of just the front axle, you do the same thing, but for the right side. Like this. The next part is probably the trickiest, where you need to put your front wheels on the scale again, but then keep your back wheels on the curved part of the blocks. Once you have these measurements, you need to do some math to find the exact coordinates of the center of mass. However, this math is a bit complex, so if you're interested, in the description we've left a website that explains all the details and how to find it yourself. But alternatively, we also in the description have a spreadsheet for you to just plug in the measurements, and it'll give you the coordinates in X, Y, and Z. The X is from the right, from the left. The X is from the back forward, so how many inches forward from the back. The Y, wait, that's wrong. The Y is how many inches from the back. The X is how many inches from the left side, and then the Z is how many inches from the ground. And that's from the ground, not the bottom of the robot.
And that has been 593 signing off. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.